Hello, my fellow YouTubians, fellow Facebookers. This is the Biograph Theater on Lincoln Avenue in Chicago. It is, of course, the historic location of a real-life shooting back in the Depression. Some of you may be aware of a film that came out recently in which a real-life notorious person was killed outside this theater back in the 30s. You know who I'm talking about, right? I think you do. J.M. Barrie, author of Peter Pan, shot dead by federal agents outside this theater. Apparently he was going to a Clark Gable film, but I think he was actually going to see a revival screening of The Big Lebowski. Anyway, 2004 was a particularly good year for movies, especially for me. I mean, my three favorite movies that year are some of my favorite movies I can watch again and again and never get tired of. And thus, it is the subject of this month's installment of the contest. As always, please post your guesses to the following clues as a text response on this video's page, and make sure that your response is not a reply to somebody else's text response. First clue. This film is about a guy and a girl, and they meet and they head off and they really like each other and they start a romance. She is very outgoing and he's kind of shy and reserved, kind of a quiet type. But they really get along well for a while. After a while, they start to get on each other's nerves, and eventually they can't stand each other, and they break up. And when they do, each of them goes to some rather extreme lengths to put the other person in their past, kind of put their past behind them. And as it turns out, both of the extremes that they go to turns out to be the same extreme, involving a patented non-surgical technique by a specialized physician. Second clue, get the cue card here. Here we go, second clue. The second clue is, or the second film is about a guy and a girl, and they met a long time ago and really hit it off and had a little romance, and then didn't see each other for almost a decade. And when they finally find each other again, by coincidence or perhaps not, a lot of time has passed, and they are both in relationships with other people, and they have grown perhaps more cynical, and they catch up on old times and express some regret about not having ended up together in the first place when they met all those years ago. Third clue. The third film is about a guy and a girl, and they love each other very much, and they get married, and everything seems to be great, except that suddenly he's forced to abandon his career and go to work for some company that he doesn't like, doing work that he finds tedious and frustrating. And things are generally okay. They have a good marriage, they have kids, they love them, they have a nice house, but he feels unfulfilled professionally. And when he's given the opportunity to go back to his old career and work for a new organization, he underestimates just how these people operate and finds himself in a serious pickle, at which point she has to pick up and kind of save him, or at least come to his aid. There's been a lot of cars passing by. Hope you can hear everything that I've been saying. But anyway, those are your clues. Remember, movies that came out in 2004 in New York and LA, but didn't get here to Chicago till 2005, don't count. They might be in next month's contest, but not this one. However, if a movie came out late 2003 in New York or LA to qualify for awards, but didn't get here to Chicago till 2004, they count. So make sure to post your text response, and please do so by Friday, the 31st of July, and I will check the next day for any correct answers. Hopefully there will be a few people who will make guesses. Hope, please, and reveal the answers, and of course any winners. And if you are one of the first 4 people to get all 3 titles right, you get a prize in the form of a customized video, which I will make especially for you, in addition to a shout out and a link to your YouTube channel. Thanks very much, and see you next time.